right? Now we are moving to Bayesian variable selection. This is also called stochastic variable selection. Then let me give you the motivation first. Okay. So for example, we are forecasting exchange rate. Okay. And then what kind of macroeconomic variables are supposed to affect the exchange rate? Okay. Actually, most macroeconomic variables will affect the exchange rate theoretically or intuitively, right? So whatever it is, the real activities, inflation rates, interest rates, stock prices, the whatever they are. Actually, most macroeconomic variables are very highly related exchange rate, right? So then, but this is just intuition or the theory. But however, in terms of statistics or statistical inference, actually there are only a few important or the relevant the regressors the in fitting or forecasting exchange rate. Okay, so then the question is the what macroeconomic variables are actually important or they have a predictive power. Okay, so it's not easy to find such variables, and then uh, this variable selection is also called factor selection or factor choice in finance, particularly for forecasting stock prices. Okay, so then for example, and then okay, let's go back to practice. Because suppose we have 10 potentially important regressors. Okay, so then once we have 10 variables, 10 regressors, then how many models should be considered? Okay, for each variable, there are two cases: is included or excluded. Right? There are two cases, and because we have 10 variables, then the cases should the cases should be 2 to the 10, which is 1024 models, right? So then in practice, it's not easy to compare 1024 models. This is computationally very expensive. Okay. And again, this is too many models and too many models to compare. And usually there are more than 10 regressors in practice. So then the question is how to resolve this problem. And then one of the most popular approaches is Bayesian or stochastic variable selection method. Okay. So then the key idea is that usually we choose this particular set of regressors and then choose important or relevant regressors by using a simple or joint hypothesis testing. Okay, but in this method we just consider a number of the huge number of regressors, and then we just let the data choose the optimal set of regressors, which consists of consists of relevant or important regressors only. Okay, so then the key idea is here. Just we are going to shrink irrelevant regression coefficient towards zero or almost zero. So once the coefficients of the if the regressors are not important, then their coefficient estimates should be close to zero. Then we are going to enforce unimportant regression coefficients to to reduce to zero. Okay, this is key idea. Okay, okay, and here is a preliminary model. Okay, before studying the full version. Okay, this is just the introductory model. Okay, which is simpler the standard variable selection model. Okay,